Vì đâu núi cao mãi thinh lặng với trông ngàn xa.
With over 20 years in the music industry, Ngô Hồng Quang has achieved remarkable success in his traditional music career. He was nominated in the categories Album of the Year and Program of the Year for the Dedication Music Award in Vietnam. It was among the top nominees in the Musician of the Year category for the 2018 Jazz Echo Award in Germany. After traveling across Vietnam for more than 4 years, he released his first album dedicated to ethnic groups' music, titled Dawn. The album takes listeners on a journey from the east to the northwest, extending to the south-central coast of Vietnam. By blending indigenous music with foreign instruments, Dawn touches the hearts of listeners with its rustic, intimate melodies presented in a new and creative manner.
So thank you, Hồng Quang, for coming. It's such a pleasure to have you on the mic today. So to talk about your musical journey, I believe it can be expressed to 2 words, which is hard work and dedication. So can you introduce us about the album Dawn?
This album, Dawn, I call Dawn in English, is a collection of ethnical music that I collected since last 3 years. Here you can see the imagination of the sun. And you can see this is the skirt of the Hmong people. And it's also my name, the Q. So the sun is inside. This is Rạng Đông. I traveled southeast and southwest of Vietnam. I met a lot of musicians who live on the mountains. After that, I mixed, I composed, and I arranged. So I created new material based on that ethnical melodies.
So Quang, I know that you are one of the few Vietnamese artists that can actually play traditional music instruments. So can you perform a bit for us?
This one is, we say đàn môi in Vietnamese and mouth harp in English. Normally I play just like this. It's like just normal playing. It doesn't mean anything. So the story behind that is that Hmong people, they use the instrument to communicate to each other between men and women. I will play a little bit this instrument, how I put the new materials on this instrument. So that's the way that I have been doing, you know. There are many things you can learn and you can create it based on the traditional materials in Vietnam. So I really love it, and that's why I never stop composing, stop creating, performing, you know, and making different projects with other artists.
Born and raised in a family with a musical tradition, Ngô Hồng Quang developed a deep passion for music. After studying abroad for 4 years at the Conservatorium van Amsterdam and the Royal Conservatory of The Hague in the Netherlands, he traveled around the world, introducing Vietnamese musical culture to international audiences. Recently, he founded the band Thiên Thanh, which consists of 9 young members. Their goal is to embrace the value of traditional Vietnamese music by combining it with contemporary music.
Đàn nguyệt trầm này thì mới được chế tạo để bổ sung cho dàn nhạc dân tộc, bởi vì dàn nhạc dân tộc, âm nhạc dân tộc hiện tại thì đang rất là thiếu bè trầm. Và mình thực sự rất là muốn tiếp tục hợp tác với anh, bởi vì anh đã chia sẻ những cái kinh nghiệm học hỏi từ khắp nơi trên thế giới cho nhóm nhạc và cũng như là mình.
Muốn là lan tỏa cái tình yêu âm nhạc truyền thống tới đông đảo mọi người, đặc biệt là các bạn trẻ, bởi vì họ là sức mạnh để có thể gìn giữ cũng như bảo vệ và tiếp nối cái thể loại âm nhạc truyền thống. Chính vì thế cái cách làm của anh Quang, mình nghĩ là cái con đường dài để có thể hướng các bạn trẻ quay trở lại hay là tiếp thêm cái tình yêu của các bạn ấy dành cho âm nhạc truyền thống.
So upcoming May, you're hosting a show called Return to Northern Town. What can our audiences expect from the show?
We have all the instruments of our culture, you know. I mix together and I harmonize it in a modern way. And I compose and I arrange all the music for the beautiful song that everyone knows. For example, Bèo Dạt Mây Trôi or Cây Trúc Sinh. The aim of the show is to connect, to share the traditional materials to the world. So we need to have, really some modern artists like Trung Bao is a really good beatboxer, and the cellist Brian. I think the audience will like it when they listen to this kind of new composition. Comparing to the traditional way, you only hear one way, one type of emotions, The young generation can hear and can communicate and can perceive the beautiful sound of the tradition.
I think what's even more exciting about the show is the presence of a young band called Thiên Thanh Band, which includes many Gen Z artists. So how do they all come together, and what's your purpose when having this such young talented artists?
When I just first shared my idea of organizing a band for youngsters, a group of young musicians, they gather and they like to meet me because they are people who really keen to learn the new things, I expect the group can go and play more and more in Vietnam and also can play abroad.
I believe that there are many young Vietnamese are trying to promote traditional music as well. So for someone who's just starting to learn about traditional music like them, what's your advice?
So firstly, focus on the tradition, the value of tradition, clearly, properly, understand them and appreciate them well. And then, secondly, be more open, be more creative on your profession that you chose. It's very important. And go play with other musicians, go, sharing the tradition with other musicians from other countries, doing different projects as much as you can. I'm sure everyone will be a good musician after that.
Well, I'm sure that you're quite busy with your upcoming plans, but have you ever thought about your next step?
So after releasing this album, I will think about recording another album, not for me, but for the Thiên Thanh Band, maybe next month or the end of this month after the show, to record all the things that we rehearsed together in the last 4 months, so people can join the show, and after that they can hear the music. I think I will be back to Europe for some months for another project, for some performance, and I will compose more music for Thiên Thanh Band, because right now they have 12 pieces in the show, but this is only relating to Về Kinh Bắc project. So I look forward to bring the group to play the music more in the country firstly, and then secondly moving to abroad.
Well, thank you, Hồng Quang, for taking the time to join our interview. I hope that your upcoming show will be a huge success and you will keep inspiring young Vietnamese to learn about traditional music.
Thank you so much for your conversation.